Hey, this is Jimmy Shine. I'm at the world headquarters for Baileigh Industrial. I'm going to do a little demo right now, how to cut a bandsaw blade and weld it back together. First, we're going to take our blade, we're going to put it in our little shear, and we're actually going to cut the blade. You can see it's a real nice shear on both sides. The way these welding stations work, you can see there's kind of a U shape on either side because there's a backstop. So you can actually put the blades in here. And I'm going to do one side at a time. You kind of want to center it so the blade is sticking out about halfway between these two brass fixtures. It's square against the back of that block. Lock it in place. Take the other side of the blade. Do the same thing. And you want them to just barely touch. So it's right in the middle. You can see is how I lock them together. It actually aligns the two blade halves almost perfect. Again, they're against the backstop. Next thing you want to do is put a little bit of tension on the two blade halves. That's this dial right here. So you increase it. So as you heat it up, it actually melts the metal, and with that spring tension on it, it pushes the two halves together. And then you let it cool. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, we've actually welded the blade back together, and don't be afraid of a couple of little sparks. It happens every time. And you want to anneal it. You can kind of see it getting brighter, and then very easily just let it cool down. What that does, the annealing actually takes the metal and normalizes the molecular structure. That's what I've been told. And then it keeps it nice and soft so it's not brittle. Now that we've done that, we can loosen it up. And you can see we've actually welded it back together. Both sides, it's a real nice melt. Well, now that weld won't fit through our drive guides. So what you got to do is actually grind it. There's a guard here. We can turn this over. What you want to do is just take off that top little nub. You don't want to grind down to it too deep. That looks pretty good. Rotate the guard up. Get on the bottom side of your blade and do the same thing. Take that high ridge off. A little bit more. And there, look at that. We've just successfully cut the blade, welded it back together, ground it, and now it's time to put it back to work. For more information or complete specifications, visit Baileigh.com.